It's midwinter here in Amsterdam. Not many people training on the track, but I'm here getting some intervals done, trying to raise the lactate threshold. Today I've got 7 by 2 kilometers planned with 90 seconds rest, followed by 5 by 400 meters faster. Although I've got the planned pace based off lab testing that I've done recently, I am somebody who's been working on going off effort for the last 2 to 3 months, and that has been working very well with training. So although I have a number in mind which should be around 320 to 325 per kilometre for the 2 kilometre intervals, I will see how I feel, and with it being quite a high volume session that could end up being slightly lower, but as long as the effort there, then it's great. Whilst I'm here building a great engine, that's no use if you don't have a good chassis to support it, and I'll get into that later in the video. That's the session done. Thankfully, I think I was just scraping in around 3:30s. I'll check when I get back. I always use the lap split on the track because the Coros pace isn't accurate, so then sometimes I lose track, but yeah, it was around 3:30. So I use the stacking method for training, and what I mean by that is I keep my hard days hard and easy days easy. So this morning I've done intervals, and this afternoon I will go to the gym and do plyometrics. Now, why do I do that? I think it gives me more chance to recover between the hard days, because if I do my gym on a Tuesday after intervals and Thursday after intervals, then Wednesday's a really easy day, or a full recovery day with just easy running. Whereas if I take the other option and do the gym on another day, such as Wednesday or Friday, it's always going to be a sort of moderate day, and that's quite difficult to recover from, in my experience. So, for example, if you're going to have strength training on a Monday, but then you're going to do hard intervals on a Tuesday, you're really going to not be able to do the intervals as well as you would like to. And at the end of the day, running is the priority and strength training isn't. And if the strength training isn't quite as good as what you would like it to be in the gym on the day after intervals, then I think that's also acceptable. And that's personally my recommendation for getting strength and conditioning done. and now I need to get back and eat, because the key is definitely recovering straight after the intervals so that you feel okay in the gym. There's been times before where I just haven't ate enough in between, and then you will really suffer. Track session done, back at home now, recovering. Didn't go amazing, legs felt very heavy to begin with, but I think that is marathon training. Sometimes you're not going to hit the paces that you want, but still keep on going and get the volume in there, which is what I did. So I'm happy with that, and the effort was there. I couldn't have really went much faster, but this is only half the equation. At 5 o'clock I'm going to the gym to get the plyometrics done, which is building the suspension. This morning was building the engine. So the PM session for me is all about building the spring, and that is by doing plyometrics. One of the most beneficial ways to improve biomechanical efficiency is improving the stretch shortening cycle. Now, this occurs when your muscle is actively stretched and then immediately contracts during the landing and takeoff of each step. Think of your tendons as rubber bands. We want them to store energy on impact and snap back instantly. Ground contact time is the enemy of speed. A mere mortal mistake is a soft, sinking landing. We want a stiff ankle. Be a lacrosse ball, not a ball of Play-Doh. Without the passive mechanics of stored energy, it is estimated the body would have to increase its volume of oxygen intake by 30 to 40% to make up for the energy stored and released during running, such as in the Achilles or the arch of the foot. Well, I got an absolutely terrible video when I left the gym, so here I am doing it again, but you can't get it all right. That's session 2 done for today. Main focus was on reactive strength, trying to get those legs to become more like elastic bands and have a snap off the ground rather than sinking. I won't expect them to feel like that tomorrow, but give it a few days and should start to feel some benefit from that. So that's how I stack my days, keeping it hard, and tomorrow actually isn't an easy day. I'm actually doing my long run, but that is definitely a one-off just because I have a lot on at the weekend and I'm just gonna do a steady long run. And sometimes it's nice to throw a curveball at your body just to see what happens. So if you're more interested in finding out about stacking days, head over to read my blog on the website. I'll put the link below, and I'll see you in Kenya because that's where I'll be in 4 days.